Alright, let's go. Power rankings, post week 5, before week 6, Let's do it. Alright. So, the way power rankings works, first to first, worst, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think they're the worst team in the league. They are 0-5, and I last week had them at 32 as well. Alright. Didn't really perform well against the Titans, but listen, you're one of two winless teams, and, I can't move you up until you at least get a win. Well, unless the Lions keep sucking. Don't talk about the Lions. At 31, I had the Lions. Yes, the Lions had a pretty close fight against the Vikings. Unfortunately, couldn't pull it away in the end, which sucks, but, hey. You're getting these close games. You just need to start freaking pulling them together. At 30, I have the Giants, who are going down 2 spots. In case you're wondering, the Lions, I had them staying the same. Had them at 31 last week. Giants, lost pretty badly to the Cowboys. I wouldn't really expect that. It was a division game. Plus, not to mention, they did get injured a lot, and they did have arguably their best player of that game, who threw a punch, got ejected. But I'm not really shocked. I mean, it's a rookie. Rookies make those dumb mistakes. But hey, looks like you got a good wide receiver at least. But in my eyes, I don't think you're quite ready to be competing yet. At 29, the Giants went down 2 spots. 29, going up a spot, I have the Texans. The Texans had a very close game with the Patriots. They were winning the whole game, but choked it at the end. Kind of like how the Texans do, I think you'd be so much more competitive, if you had a quarterback. Not anything against Davis Mills, but I think Tyrod Taylor was way better. I'm gonna have to put you at 29, but at least you moved up a spot. At 28, going up a spot, I have the Jets. Jets played in London. By the way, London, great matchup, I actually didn't really get to watch much of this game because I had to leave early because I went to a Packers-Bengals game, which I was super pumped about. Go check out my Instagram to see those photos I got of it. Instagram's Yoshi_YZ. It's what my YouTube username is. So yeah, you guys almost won against the Falcons, but it's the Falcons, so it's not really much, so can't really give you much credit. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put you there, but we should move up. At 27, going down 2 spots, I have the Dolphins. Dolphins, you had a great week 1. That was it. Please do better. You got destroyed by the Buccaneers. Destroyed. You had a great week 1, and after that, you're just slowly falling off. Yeah, at 26, I have the Falcons. Falcons beat the Jets in London. So, yeah, I already covered the Jets, but the Falcons, I originally had them to win. Well, I shouldn't really be spoiling this, but I originally had the Falcons win this game. I switched in the end because, my cousin, kind of convinced me to. Bad choice. But we're not here to talk about predictions. This is power rankings. And while we're talking about the Falcons, today it's not going to be today, but if you remember, I said I wanted to do a franchise in Madden where I kind of just rebuilt a team and followed them. And I wanted to do it when the scouting update came out. It came out. So I'm going to be doing a series on the Falcons. I said that like nearly half a year ago by now. But yeah. It's going to be from week 1, so it's not going to be the exact records. And the plan is for it to be every Friday and Monday. So, yeah. Because I'm a kid in school still, so I don't really have much time for videos, but there's a reason I do 3 videos a week. And with these, they're not much of a skill video, much editing. It's kind of just me commentating what the games do. Talk about the moves I make. So yeah, Falcons at 26. Went up a spot. But yeah, I hope you're excited for that new franchise. That should be coming out Friday. And I should either record today or tomorrow the first episode. At 26, I have not 26, 25 going up a spot. I have the Eagles. Eagles pulled off an impressive well, I shouldn't say impressive. Pretty good win against Panthers. They didn't really deserve to win. Sam Darnold played poorly, but hey, it doesn't matter how you win. A win's a win. But yeah, there's a reason I still had the Panthers over you power ranking, and that's because Sam Darnold played bad. If Sam Darnold didn't throw, I don't know how many picks he threw. If he only threw probably, 2 picks, you guys would have lost the game. At 24, going down 2 spots, just kills me to say, football team. I'm very high in the football team, but they're not performing like they should be. It sucks. But yeah, football team at 24. Yeah, you kept it close for the most part against the Saints. I expected you to lose the game, you did, but I expected it to be close. It wasn't really close, but it was 2 scores, so, I mean, yeah. At 23, going down 2 spots, I have the Colts. Colts, was winning the whole game against the Ravens, and they lost it in the end, which sucks. You gotta win these games. You can't be leading the whole game and lose it at the end. I would have had you skyrocket up the power rate, because I would have had the Ravens plunge a lot. But just couldn't win. But hey, hopefully this is kind of tone setter. Like, hey, we almost be one of the best teams in the league. Hopefully this, starts a tuner off. And at 22, going down a surprising 11 spots. It's the Chiefs. Listen, hate me all you want for having the Chiefs. Oh, they've been the best team in the league for the past preseason. Or whatever. Fuck that, bro. They ain't playing like it. They playing dog shit right now. Listen, they need to win games. They cannot lose these games. Blown out by the Bills, understandable. I mean, the Bills are the best team in the league, in my opinion, but, well, technically not, but you shouldn't have lost that badly. You're a team that everyone's high on, so you gotta win these games. 2-3 is not where you should be starting. You should probably be at least 4-1. Maybe 3-2, But you've had a tough schedule so far. It should get easier, hopefully. Just gonna have to settle at 22. At 21, going down 9 spots, I have the Broncos. They are who we thought they were. They had a great 3-game stretch, but at the same time, the teams they beat after week 3 were 0-9 at the time. And what? They've won 2 games since, and are all in the bottom 5 in my power rankings. Yeah. Now that you've played the Ravens and the Steelers aren't really that good, but you still lost. You're kind of turning into who I thought you'd be. At 20, going up 4 spots, the team that beat the Broncos, the Steelers. Steelers finally showing what everyone thought they'd do this season. Beating a okay team in the Broncos. But yeah, you're still last in your division. And, it doesn't seem like you're going to get much easier games, so you gotta start winning them, or else I'm not saying, even if you win out, there's still a chance you don't, win the division. That's how good I see the division you're in. At 19, staying the same, I have the New England Patriots. Patriots, good come from behind victory against the Texans. I was legit screaming, how are the Patriots losing to the Texans when I was at the Packers-Bengals game? Me and my cousin were both shocked. All the fans were kind of noticing. It was sad. But it don't matter. You still won. You could be one of the best teams in the league. Just gotta, put those pieces together. You have the pieces, but it's now just trying to, finish the puzzle. At 18, going up 2 spots, I have the Vikings. The Vikings had a great win against the Lions. Score's closer than I like it to be, but at the same time, you apparently had one kicker who missed pretty easy game winner against the Cardinals, but he'll make a pretty hard kick. Well, I shouldn't say hard, but a pretty, deep kick against the Lions to win. Like, how is that possible? Nonetheless, you won. It was enough for me to move you up to 18 on my power rankings. Keep going. At 17, the first coach, to resign or get fired this season. The Raiders, no, losing John Gruden. Fucked up, man. I don't know why you're doing all that shit. It wasn't ago. It was 10 years ago, and from 2018. 10 years ago, I can understand it was 10 years ago, but it still wasn't okay. And then the recent one, there's just no excuse for. So I'm glad he resigned, but we're not here to talk about Gruden. We're here to talk about the Raiders. Bad loss to the Bears. I predicted that upset actually. In the ESPN Pick'em League I'm in. Thank you, Tom Grossi, for setting up this league. Go check out his YouTube channel, Tom Grossi. 9% had the Bears winning. I was one of those 9%, and yeah, I'm starting to hopefully get into that race for the number one spot in that Pick'em League. I'm like 10 spots behind, or not spots, but picks behind. It's still doable, but I kind of waiting for wait. Right. Anyway, should have won. People, you're the better team, but you didn't play like it. But hey, at 16, going up 7 spots, I have the Bears. The Bears, the team that beat the Raiders. Great win. Knew you'd win. Well, I didn't know, but I assumed you would. That's amazing. You got your win. You're not trying to fall far behind the Packers in that race for the North. So, that's good. I can still see being a playoff team. I don't really care who the quarterback is. Either way, I think it could be a playoff team. Not kind of like how you were last year, but a bit better. Probably like the 6 or 7 seed, but not at 500 or worse. It's pretty hard to go 500 now. Having to go 8-1, and I don't think tying is very easy. At 15, going up 3 spots, I have the 49ers. 49ers kept it close with the Cardinals, who are the only undefeated team in the league. But at the same time, I expected that was a divisional game. Divisional games tend to either be super close or blowouts. But hey, it was enough to get you in the top half of my prediction league power rankings. Yikes! I don't know why. So yeah. You're 3 games behind the Cardinals. Well, 3.5 now technically behind the Cardinals. But it's still, we're not even halfway through the season yet, so you still got time. But listen, you can't be losing these games, especially when you're supposed to be the hardest division. You never want to fall too far behind. Okay, at 14, going up 3 spots, I have the Saints. Saints got a pretty decent one against the football team. That's what I expected. Yeah, the Saints, in my opinion, they seem to be that on and off team. Win, lose, win, lose, win. It's weird. I don't know what's going on with them. A lot of people don't know what's going on with them. Heck, probably the coaches and players and owners and staff members, all of that don't even know what is going on. If you get more consistent, you'll be more consistently higher in my power rankings. That's how it works. At 13, going up 3 spots, I have the Seahawks. The Seahawks kept it kind of close with the Rams, even with their quarterback getting injured. I think Geno Smith is heavily underrated. I've been saying that for a while. I mean, he did get picked in the 2nd round in the draft he got picked in, so he's never really had the shot, and when he did, he was with the Jets, and we've all seen what Jets quarterbacks do. For all we know, Zach Wilson's probably going to get traded after next year, and he's going to ball out with whatever team he gets traded to. Yeah, that's just this Jets curse, and I think, I don't think they're going to do well with him, but I think he'll surprise people and get them, probably just under 500. See, Wilson's probably gonna miss 6 to 8 weeks. Probably 3-3, 3-5, probably at best, which isn't bad. At 12, going down 2 spots, I have the Panthers. The Panthers gotta win that game. If I could find them. Okay, where are the Panthers? There they are. I just skipped over them. Panthers, great game. Yeah. Sam Darnold doesn't make those mistakes. You easily win that game. You are winning the whole game if Sam Darnold started making mistakes, and you lost to the Eagles out of all teams. I still think you could be one of the best teams in the league, but you gotta earn it, and you gotta play like it. Losing to the Eagles is not how. You can't. Listen, a win's a win, a loss a loss. But that's a win if Sam Darnold plays well. You gotta talk to him about that, Get him rolling like he was in the first 3 weeks. At 11, going up 2 spots out of the Bengals, was a bear for this game. Oh, there we go. My controller was moving. Bengals, consistently ranked 11 here as well. Barely lost to the Packers. I shouldn't say barely. I mean, that basically came down to who had the better kicker. Honestly, I don't even know. Like, Mason Crosby's been in the league for a while, and Evan McPherson's a rookie, so you'd expect that from both of them. The older you get, usually the worse you get because, start, regressing. And he's a rookie. You don't expect him to be this clutch player immediately. You want him to be that in the future, but not instantly. Either way, great win. Well, for the Packers, great loss for the Bengals. I was there at that game with my cousin. Finally, they played in Cincinnati, so I was able to go watch that game with my cousin. And he is a Bengals fan, as is my whole family, obviously living in Cincinnati. And it was pretty fun. But Bengals at 11. At 10, going up 5 spots, we have the Titans. Titans, I mean, I don't really want to talk about them. Derrick Henry being the menace to society. Well, I shouldn't say that. Menace on the football field, like killing people basically on the field. Jaguars being Jaguars, but still, Derrick Henry does that every game. You'll win. There's no question about it. He could run for like 150, and you'd lose, but I mean that's still very impressive running for 150 in the game. Like he can probably double that in the game if he really tried. All right, at 9, going down a spot, I have the Browns. Unfortunately for the Browns, you got into they're not up there, they're down here. Got into a shootout with the Chargers, as I expected. Yeah, you lost. I didn't expect that. I expected a close win. But the problem with you now is, how's that defense doing? Well, for you and the Charger. Because it seemed non-existent for both of you. I mean, 47-42. Sorry if I spoiled the game for you, but it happened Sunday, and I'm recording this Tuesday, so. How I always go is it's 48, well, I usually do 72 hours, but 48 hours or 72 hours, kind of had it coming. Unless if it's a movie, then I usually give it like 2 weeks. But I also don't watch movies, so. And plus, you came to my power rankings for a reason, so you had to expect it. Still think you can be the best team in the league. Well, top 3, but hey, you played a great team. You get kept up. That's all I expect. At number 8, going down 2 spots, is the Packers. It's not that the Packers did bad, it's just the other teams I have ahead of them did better, which sucks. They're also at where the spot they were. They're, you gotta, win those games. Yeah. I expected it to be a kind of blowout-ish. But at the same time, I was feeling an upset, but hey, a win's a win. Happy one. I had to make a quick correction because I have a team's win-loss wrong. Record, that's the word. Yeah. You still seem like one of the better teams in the league. You're still winning your division. That's all that matters. At 7, going up 2 spots, I have the Chargers. I mean, there they are. Chargers, great win against the Browns. I didn't really expect it. I expected you to lose barely, but you won barely, even with your kicker sucking. I mean, great job. You're leading the AFC. Maybe not. You might be, but I know you're leading the West. You should be after how the Chiefs and Raiders have been playing. Or has something I don't like. And the Raiders are not the Raiders. The Broncos are the Broncos. Frauds. But yeah, hopefully you can keep winning. You could easily be the best team in the league. At number 6, the Cowboys going up a spot. Cowboys, great win over the Giants. I expected that to be close. It was a blowout. You're really playing like one of the best teams in the league. I thought you were going to be average at best. Potentially sneak into the playoffs either as the division leader because you play in the East. But I didn't even have you as that. I had the football team win the division. But it doesn't matter. You're winning the division by 2 games, 2.5. I don't know. Yep. You're playing like one of the best teams in the league. You're playing like the best in the East. You're playing like probably the 4th best team in the NFC. But yeah, I was wrong about you. You're playing like best team in the league. At 5, entering the top 5, going down in spot. I have the Ravens. Ravens clutch come from behind victory in overtime against whatever that team is, the Colts. You're trailing by a lot the whole game. You turned it around at the end. That's all that matters. You came away with the win. It's not enough to keep you at 4, where I had you previously, but it's top 5 is still pretty good. You're leading your division now. Not by much, but you're still leading. I still think you could probably be the 2, maybe 3 seed. 2 to 3 seed in the AFC. Yeah. At number 4, I have the Buccaneers going up a spot. Buccaneers blowout win against the Dolphins. I mean, I kind of expected that. I mean, Brady knows the Dolphins better than anyone. Well, on any opposing team, opposing team. He played against them for 20 years, probably. I don't know. A long time. So you'd expect that. But you did beat the Dolphins. The Dolphins have not been playing well, so I can't really move you up. Even with the blowout win. At number 3, staying the same, I have the Rams. The Rams, kind of close win against the Seahawks, but it is a divisional game. That's what you gotta expect from divisional games. I still think you'd be the best team in the league. Well, kind of. I think you're the best in the NFC, but you gotta piece it together. At number 2, the Bills, staying the same. I think they're the best team in the league, but unfortunately, I think there's one team who slightly edges them out currently. But at the end of the season, I think the Bills are going to be the best in the league. Great win against the defending AFC champions in the Chiefs. 38-20 on the road. People didn't really think you'd win. I thought you'd win, but I'm pretty sure that was just because I don't think that people thought the Chiefs were going to try and go under 500 again. But were they wrong? I'm kind of hesitant to put you at number 1, but at number 1, I have the Cardinals, and the reason the Bills aren't there is until the Cardinals lose, I'm going to keep them at number 1. Well, unless they tie or barely beat the Lions or something. The Cardinals, great win against the 49ers. Close game, but it was also a divisional game you expected. I expected a potential upset, but you held it off. Great start from Trey Lance, but you held him in check. Kyler Murray playing like an MVP candidate. DeAndre Hopkins with that great catch. I mean, defense is playing better than ever. I mean, you did get J.J. Watt in the offseason, but I kind of feel like he's old and washed. But yeah, good job. Being the only undefeated team left in the league and being number 1 on my power rankings. Let me know how you think I did. Let me know what you would change. Sorry if it was bad quality. There's no solution for my microphone that was making weird noises whenever I was silent. Yeah. Hope you're excited for the Falcons franchise. I've been waiting a while for it because, fuck you, EA, because you gotta take forever to make a fucking update. That should have been in the game. What, Madden 17 probably? Because that's when the game died, really. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. I did. And I'll see you next time.